We really got zombie Thanos before GTA 6 because the new TV show Marvel Zombies just released today with 4 episodes showing what would happen with the remaining Avengers that are alive trying to fight off a zombie apocalypse. This is kind of crazy. Let's talk about it. The story is nothing crazy, so I'm just going to kind of jump around talking about my favorite scenes from this. Like episode 3 starts off with zombie Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet fighting off like Spider-Man and Black Panther. Honestly, this entire sequence is crazy, but the most insane part of this entire sequence is that they remake Thor's entrance in Wakanda from Infinity War, but they absolutely disrespect my boy Thor, Rocket, and Groot in this scene. Like, not only do they have Thor not go for the head, which you'll see momentarily here, you need to see what Thanos does to these dudes. Like, this is absolutely wild. I was not expecting them to go here. So look, he throws the hammer. Once again, it doesn't go for the head, and Thanos is like, all right, buddy, I gave you one chance before. Now you're gonna pay, and just starts disintegrating Rocket and Groot. Like, look at this. You can see his skeleton. And they were really cooking in the last 2 episodes because we also get this, like, Thor versus Hulk fight scene, which is absolutely insane. I'm being honest, I didn't really care for the first 2 episodes. It's only 4 episodes long. If you didn't know, they're all like 30 minutes. And the first 2 episodes show a lot of just like, oh, here's like Miss Marvel and Kate Bishop walking around. And then the second episode is like, here's Shang-Chi just driving around for 20 minutes before you get to anything interesting. But I promise you, it is worth it to get to these moments in episodes 3 and 4. Besides Thanos, I think my second favorite part of this entire thing was Wanda's character, because she's like the queen of the dead in this and like kind of the main villain. And honestly, she was absolutely cooking with her powers in some of these sequences in here. And also was really helped by the fact that Elizabeth Olsen actually returned to voice this character, and hearing her voice this character again made me realize, like, yeah, we desperately need Wanda back in the MCU. I don't care if it's in Doomsday, if they bring her back in Secret Wars. Like, we all know she didn't really die in Multiverse of Madness. I think it just comes down to if Elizabeth Olsen wants to come back or not, but her doing the voice of this gives me faith that she will. Even though I didn't really care for the first 2 episodes as much, there are some really sweet moments between like Red Guardian and Elena. Like, their father-daughter relationship is just as strong as ever. I'm not gonna lie, the funniest thing about this show after watching it is the fact that the head of Marvel TV literally came out and said that this was going to be a movie. That's why it's now turned into 4 30-minute long episodes, because it was a 2-hour long movie. And the only reason they turned it into a TV show instead is because apparently whatever the rights deal they have with Sony is, they had to make this a TV show in order to use Spider-Man, I guess, to not use up his film appearances. So they're saving that for like Avengers movies and stuff like that. But they did that literally to have Spider-Man have like maybe 3 minutes of screen time in the last like couple episodes of this series. And I'm not gonna lie, his moments and like I said, the fight against Thanos is incredibly dope. I'm glad they did it, but it's kind of funny that that's the whole reason this turned into a TV show. Honestly, I think this entire format of taking like one interesting what if idea of what if the entire Marvel universe was overran by zombies and had a bunch of the heroes and villains turning into zombies themselves and giving us a 2-hour long story with it is much better than what we got in the actual what if show of just a bunch of random what if scenarios that most of them were pretty whack, if we're being honest. You know, just take your strongest ideas that you had, like the Marvel what if zombies episode, and just turn it into something like this, honestly. The best way I can wrap up my feelings about this series is that no, the story is nothing incredible, but we all just came to this for hype moments and aura with the fight scenes and crazy zombie moments, and it delivers on that. And because we don't have another Marvel movie until July of next year with Spider-Man Brand New Day, this is a nice little thing to hold us over in the meantime. I give it a really solid 7 to 7.5 out of 10. If you've watched it, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and what was your favorite scene? Mine was the zombie Thanos, easily. Speaking of Spider-Man Brand New Day, we just got a brand new official villain cast in the movie and some new leaks about the film. If you want to hear about all that, click the video above my head right now.